With version 2.7 right around the corner, this might just be the happiest moment for a lot of players, especially the collectors out there. Despite all the comments about how this update's gonna be, there's no denying one thing. This patch is actually a really good deal when it comes to characters. Not only do we get a rerun of fans' favorite, but we're also getting 2 brand new Rationators. And what's even rarer, it's 1 female and 1 male, Galbrena and Qiuyuan. Now, in my last video, we already talked about Galbrena, like how she's set to become the new face of Fusion team, why she's strong, and why people are hyped. And let's be real, whenever a new female Rationators drop, the hype is always crazy. Whether people are praising or criticizing it, it never goes quiet, because female characters usually carve out that empty slots in people's heart. Meanwhile, the hype around the guys, well, let's just say it usually takes a hit. You've heard it before, males don't sell, or Kuro should come with more male characters so I can save my ASAP for my next waifu. And honestly, I get it. There are a bunch of reasons players feel this way, and sometimes male character design only appeals to one side or smaller group of players, and sometimes their gameplay isn't as badass or impactful as the female Rationators. But after we got the 3 dudes in game, it feels like Kuro figured something out. They finally learned how to market male characters on a whole new level, in a way that actually appeals to most players, if not everyone. I mean, if you know, people are going crazy over this picture of Qiuyuan on the internet. His hype took over Galbrena's light even in the official announcement. When Galbrena's announcement got about this many attention, Qiuyuan got almost double those numbers. 1.6k comments, 14k shares, 55k likes, and 2.7 million views. Yeah, they're doing something right. But what makes him so well received, aside from the fact we only got 1 male character every half a year at this point? Well, first off, it's probably the striking design. I asked some of my viewers about this, and yeah, everyone agreed that Qiuyuan just looks cool. Sure, characters like Xiangliao, Brand, or Jian had their own charm, but Kuro clearly turned the lights down and said, alright, let's make him mysterious. That darker vibes instantly clicked, especially with the male audience. The way his skill turns the whole area into black and white, that cinematic, the ninja step on bamboo, that's straight out of an old wuxia flick, and that tipsy stance, that's drunken master energy. Jackie Chan would be proud. At this point, Qiuyuan looks less like a game character, and more like the main protagonist of a Chinese cultivation comic who just walked out of his panel. And honestly, people love that neutral appeal Kuro went for. Female players might like him because, well, he's a dude, and he's calm, he's a confident guy with that I don't chase, I attract aura, you know. Some even say they like how nonchalant he looks, like he's too cool to even care he's cool. Meanwhile, the male players, they're out here farming aura points like it's a new resource, because everything Qiuyuan does in game radiates cool. But of course, that's only a slice of the pie. But before we talk more about this, if you made it this far and you've been enjoying my content lately, or you just stumbled across this one, please consider subscribing, because why not? It really helps and motivates me to make more content like this, and smash that like button if you were vibing with it. And now, I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. What really sets Kuro's strategy apart this time is how they're feeding the hype. Qiuyuan isn't just dropping and disappearing, he's getting an after-story quest focused entirely on him. And like it or not, that gonna crank his popularity up fast. It's the mere exposure effect in full play. The more you see him, the more you're gonna like him. Kuro basically saying, you will love him even if you don't know it yet. And if you realize they've done this before. Remember Augusta and Yuno? We saw bits of them long before their banners dropped. Augusta even got her own Overture quest, which, let's be honest, was basically a free marketing campaign disguised as lore. But still, as a game that revolves around combat, gameplay always matters. In the past, we've seen that most male characters could easily be replaced by others with similar playstyle or roles, especially when it comes to DPS units. And from what we saw in the livestream preview, Qiuyuan's attack looks awesome, the animation are smooth, flashy, it oozing with flair, but they don't exactly scream main DPS vibes, at least not for me. Then again, the info we got from the stream was pretty fake, so we're all just speculating at this point. And as everyone knows by now, the second half banners usually feature a sub DPS or support character. That theory got even stronger after people noticed that the mysterious new Echo set that buffs heavy attack and echo damage is a set that literally no one's been using up until now. So yeah, it's highly likely that Qiuyuan's not here to steal the spotlight, but to boost it for others. And honestly, I think that's a huge step forward, because it opens up way more potential for team synergy. It makes him more versatile, more flexible, and overall increases his long-term value as a character. In that sense, I can totally see Golbrena becoming his best companion. Her kit revolves around echoes too, so that fits together like a puzzle piece. Of course, there's also a possibility of him slotting into Prolova's team. I mean, sure, Cantarella is basically glued to Prolova at this point, but that third slot? Yeah, that's still open for business, I guess. And since we currently only have 5 echo focused characters in game, there's a good chance that version 3.0 might expand on that theme even more. And if it really does, we know when it comes to team comps, DPS isn't the only thing that matters. Sometimes it's the one behind the spotlight that makes the real difference. And Qiuyuan might not be on Shorekeeper's level, but at least if he ended up like Sunhua, a character that you can literally plug and play into almost any team and still get a solid result, that alone would make him a huge success. And the only concern people have right now is that he might end up being a dead niche character. Players are hoping he does not get locked into some dead end build that's only buff echo skill damage. If he can go beyond that, maybe boosting other stats or offering a wider team support, then yeah, the Wuthering Waves Hall of Fame might be just waiting for him. So yeah, when you look at the bigger picture, Qiuyuan feels like a turning point. Not just how Kuro handles male characters, but for how they build hype in general. They have finally found that balance between aesthetic, personality, and story presence. And if his gameplay can keep up with all that style, we might be looking at one of the best designed male characters in game. Qiuyuan is not just another limited character, he's a statement piece, a sign that Kuro actually listens, learns, and levels up their marketing game. Whether you're here for the lore, the looks, or just pure combat vibes, Qiuyuan seems to have a little bit of something for everyone. So what do you think? Let us know in the comment section. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.